Financial Field.
Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. At the 21-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw.
This is Smith with a grab. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Shifts by him. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36.
Hurts.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
The veteran Kyle Van Noy in there to drop him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
Hey, Silver. Tiger Hornet.
Throwing is Hurts. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him. because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on. I'm about to say something that seems really obvious, but you hate to see your kicker miss on the opening drive because now you're starting to wonder what goes through his head. Is that going to affect him the rest of the game? Is he going to be able to bounce back? You want to show confidence later? What's going to go on with him right out of the gate with a miss?
Yeah, chance to grab the 3-0 lead here at home. Instead, we remain scoreless.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry.
And a lane slow materializing here as they get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about where they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 8. And Bateman, he'll go in motion right here.
From the gun, Jackson.
That's complete. Left side to Bateman.
And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
We're scoreless after 1.
Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Hey, report! You.
Henry running right. And he's brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2nd and 7.
Report! Hey, middle.
Jackson. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Now Jackson going to shift him around.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, that's not how you hook to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try to pick it up here moving forward.
They give him a dozen on the pitch and catch, but now they're up against a 3rd and goal. Henry. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the 2nd quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Ravens take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, gotta give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
After the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as they'll be backed up to start this drive.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
A first down carry for Barkley. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
63.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And out of bounds right around the 20. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Great, set.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. 2nd and 16.
Great, set. Trimmer. Hey, Silver.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's caught. Smith. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and no.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down.
Let's go. Trimmer. Crowd left, yes. Delta.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Back to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Barkley will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. So a late touchdown here just before the half, and that obviously changes the dynamic of this game.
Yeah, in a couple of ways, partner, because they've been shut out up until this point. So now at least they go into the locker room, and Uncle Mo may be creeping over to their side to talk to him a little bit. And second, they're right back in the football game, an extra point away from tying things up.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. Get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
DC win.
19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here first and 10. To throw is Jackson. Going deep for Hopkins. And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
First down.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing is Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
You see them communicating after that play, and they both know that they missed a shot for a touchdown on that throw.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's Jackson. Throw caught by Flowers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
A first down carry for Henry. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Henry again on second down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
13.
Now it's Jackson. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jihad Campbell. And the Eagles are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. Second down and 8.
At their 48-yard line.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end over the middle. And Goddard going to have an Eagles first down as he'll take this down to the 44-yard line.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7. At the 30-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up second and 7. Here's Hurts to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 16. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here.
Barkley inside handoff. And effective running here. They'll take it down inside the 10. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the 4th. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Oh, look at the juke.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. But they need their best drive of the game right here. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Again, it's Henry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. And this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building.
Now Jackson.
A short throw caught by Andrews. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
They come up now on 2nd and 2. Off the option, here's Henry.
And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Throwing. Jackson.
Escaping the pressure right.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
Jackson.
Flushed out right.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Eagles have just about sewn up this football game. Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talk about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they look like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play, and they got it right there, partner.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down.
Hey, 73, 73. Crowd love Yanni. Crowd love Yanni.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Y'all gotta pump my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic. We might know Power Rangers. Mine's also dangerous.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Keep it up, touching my head.
The Eagles send out their punter now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. And not the result they were hoping for there, at least in terms of the kick team, as that'll get out of bounds at just the 35-yard line.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone.